So today we are going to be doing a review of an absolutely minuscule, tiny little, just pinky finger of a film called The Apprentice. This is the new Sebastian Stan film, starring Sebastian Stan and Jeremy Strong, Maria Bakalova, and a bunch of other actors that I'm not sure I really know their names. What is this film about? The Apprentice is chronicling some of the sort of, I guess it's the 70s into the 80s period of Donald Trump's life. I'm not sure it even tells you what the actual dates are in the film, but it's chronicling that sort of time period where he's trying to build Trump Tower, and he befriends this lawyer called Roy Cohn, played by Jeremy Strong, and meeting Ivana and marrying her, and sort of chronicles his life there. So, yeah, what did I think of this film? I'm just looking at my notes here. I'm sorry, if you don't want me to look at my notes, just let me know in the comments below. So, this film is surprisingly really good, really, really fun to watch. A great film. I just have been on such a good run lately at the cinema. It's just good film after good film after good film. And this film is another good one. Sebastian Stan, it's truly his year. His performance in, is it A Different Man? And his performance here, well, incredible performances. He's just on such a high at the moment. Who'd have thought that the guy from Marvel to really sort of break through and do these interesting projects would be Sebastian Stan, and he's just so good. And I even liked him in that TV series about the sex tape and the porn star and the rock and roll guy with the talking penis. I can't remember the name of that show, but that was so good. He's just a wonderful actor, and he's really he should be noticed. He's properly like up there, with the great performances of the year. Obviously, the girl playing Ivana, Maria Bakalova, she was the girl in the subsequent Borat film. Just wonderful in this film as well. Really good. And if those two weren't good enough, we've got Jeremy Strong, who's just an incredible actor in this film as well. So what can I say? This film is littered. It's littered with wonderful performances. Roy Cohn is such an odd character. He's this sort of lawyer who is secretly gay, and Trump just looks up to him like a father figure almost. And yeah, I really do have something to say about the performance though here of Sebastian Stan, sorry. So, he doesn't do an impersonation of Trump. If you watch the adverts, you might think, that doesn't sound like Trump, doesn't really seem like a Trump. And yeah, he doesn't do the voice. And he never really does the voice. Even at the end of the film, he doesn't do the voice. The voice is not there. But he does something almost better than that. Because we've all seen the impersonations. Everyone's got a great impersonation of Trump. But in this film, it starts off late 70s or middle 70s, 70s, middle of the 75s, and he's just a young businessman. He doesn't drink, and he just wants to impress his dad. And he doesn't have that sort of Trumpian behavior that we kind of know. He doesn't even have that Trumpian, I don't know if that's a word I've made up probably, Trumpian cadence to his language. He doesn't have it. But it's such a gradual sort of metamorphosis into the Donald Trump that we know. And eventually, before you realize it, somewhere in the middle of the film, you're like, hold on, I'm seeing this Trump now. I'm definitely seeing it more. By the end of the film, he's got the lips down when he talks, the hand gestures, the exact cadence. He's got the character of Trump down to a T. You don't even need the voice by that point. Every single tick, every movement, the way he walks, the way he smiles, and everything, Sebastian Stan has nailed it. I'm not joking, he nails it. It's at some points you're like, is this archival footage of Trump now that I'm seeing? Or is this just Sebastian Stan kicking ass? He's so good. It's so gradual and it really creeps up on you and you're like, hold on, this is Trump now. We've really got into Trump. And it's strange because it might have been like that. I mean, I don't know how realistic this film is, but it might have been like that. It might be meeting this lawyer who's a real bloodthirsty lawyer with rules which are like never admit you're wrong, those type of real Trumpian rules, and seeing Donald Trump really take this on board and become this mogul sort of billionaire, so cutthroat, just the gradual turn into him. And the film never makes you feel sorry for Trump. It's not like he goes through all this bad shit. It's his choices and the things he decides to take inspiration from, and he becomes the Trump that we all know and hate. It really doesn't shy away from any of the scandals or anything. I mean, I hope this isn't like a spoiler, but yeah, they have a scene of him just outright raping. Just raping. Just raping Ivana. And, you know, obviously in their divorce trial, that was all brought out to the open. She's since rescinded it, but now again he's on trial. I don't even know. I've lost count of the things that Donald Trump has and hasn't done because there's just so much sort of on him. So I don't know if I think legally this film is relatively correct. Like, in terms of what has legally happened, this film is representing those things correctly. And yes, there's an operation to stop him from balding where they cut out a big chunk of his scalp and then tighten his... There's an operation for that. He does liposuction. The film does not shy away. It definitely is not pro-Trump at all. In fact, I think Trump hates this film, and good. That makes me happy. It's nice that there's something out here that, you know, free speech, the thing that Donald Trump's always on about. Free speech is the most important thing. Well, here you go. This is then we're allowed to do this, you know, and that's wonderful. I'm glad that we live in a world where that can happen, where the potential soon to be president, he could potentially become the next president again, who is a convicted felon now, and has a film of this president just raping and just being evil. So yes, I'm not sure the director had a real firm grasp of the sort of magnitude of chronicling someone's like a section of someone's life. You know, you think of films by Adam McKay, or films by Scorsese, you know, like Wolf of Wall Street, for example, or even Oliver Stone. They seem to have such a firm grasp of the character at hand, and they can throw the character in and out through all the different sort of chaotic things that happen in their lives. I'm not entirely sure this director is quite there yet, but he's damn close, because this film is good. I thoroughly recommend it. Go and watch this film, please. If you don't like Trump, if you do like Trump, go and watch this film. Maybe that would be even better, because yeah, he's not shown in a great light, but he's also not just senselessly evil. You know, he has a heart. There's a great bit of acting where he's crying for his brother, as I'm sure Trump really did. He is still a human after all, we think. But yeah, what can I say? This film is really good. It shows shades of grey. Many dark shades, though. Definitely a lot of the darker shades. But plenty of shades of grey, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching this film, so please do yourself a favour and watch this movie.